Children, in this video, we are going to write the question answer. This is for class 6 literature, chapter 1, that is Leaving the Valley by Malala Yousafzai. And first you have to write the word meanings in your copy. Are you getting it? Okay, let's begin. So first let's see the quick answer part. Okay, we have to choose the right answer related to the story which we have read. The Malala story begins in Swat region. Bit B. Malala had to leave her home in the season when apricot trees grow new leaves are harvested. Okay. Bit C. Malala left her home in 2009. Bit D. Malala left her home during the day. Bit E. Malala was born in 1997. Okay. Let's come to reference to context. First we'll do the in-text question. Okay, in-text question are the question which are given in your while I was teaching you in the chapter. That time these questions were within the chapter. Okay, let's see the first question. Why do you think Malala says it sounded like a disease? Answer would be, it sounded as if Malala and her family had something due to which they were being quarantined or sent away, as if they had some contagious condition that may spread to other people. Okay. Why had Malala's father gone to his own to Peshawar? Malala's father had gone on his own to Peshawar to alert people to what was happening in Swat and nearby villages. Question number 3. What grave danger did Malala and her family face while going to Karshad? Answer would be, Malala and her family came up against the army, refused to let them through. When they begged, the army finally relented and allowed them to go to their village. But all the vehicles on the road belonged to the army, and the family was afraid that the army would not know who the family was and shoot them death. Question number 4. Why do you think Malala compares her life to a drama? Malala compares her life to a drama because of the sudden dramatic events that took place in her life. All that had happened was quite unbelievable. There was a lot of happiness, then great sorrows, and like drama, there were two waiting for their happy ending. Question number 5. Which of the following synonyms for upset best describe how she was feeling? So the word would be agitated. Okay. Let's come to reference to context part. For the very first question, name the village that Malala refers. She is referring to the village of Shangla. Okay. Why did they not get transport on this part of the journey? They did not get transport during this part of the journey because of the curfew and the checkpoints by the army. There was no other vehicle that did not belong to the military. Bit C. Malala and her family carried what they could with them. What did Malala most regret leaving behind? Malala regretted leaving her school bag with her books the most. Question 3, bit A. Which was the fourth city? Do you know? Yeah. That is Haripur. Haripur was the fourth city. Bit B. Why did Malala have to journey to 4 cities in 2 months? Malala and her family had to forcibly leave their town, Swat, due to Taliban's terrorism to their native village of Shangla. They had to take roundabout through different villages due to constraints. Okay, let's come to bit C. Who lived in the camps? In what way was their situation worse than Malala's? Malala was referring to other people who were fleeing from homes and who had to leave refugee camps, the people who would have had to stand in the queue for food and water for hours under the hot sun. They probably did not have proper place to sleep as well. Malala's family did not have to endure such difficulties because they had a family to look after. Okay, so we have finished reference to context part. Okay, let's come to read, reflect and write. Okay. Question number 4. Describe Malala's life before she became an IDP. Malala's life before she became an IDP's internally displaced person appears to have been a very happy one. She herself admits that they had been very happy. She had viewed the snow-tops mountain, apricot trees all around, heard sounds of birds chirping and sounds of river and wind every day. She had a lovely neighborhood. They led a very simple but happy life. Suddenly, she had to leave her all these behind that she loved. Question number 5. Describe the sights and sound that Malala noticed on the journey from her home to Marden. So the answer would be, when Malala and her family left for her native village, she saw that the roads were jam-packed and busy. She saw cars, rickshaws, mule carts and trucks with people and their belongings. Thousands of people were leaving with some of their belongings. Most people were crammed together, causing them to be sweaty and agitated. It was almost noon by the time they reached Marden. Question number 6. On the journey that Malala took from her home to Haripur, which 3 hardships, according to you, were the most challenging ones that she faced? So the answer is, in the course of Malala's journey to Haripur, she and her family had to face many hardships. A few can be termed to be the most challenging ones. First is, she had to face her emotions and leave behind everything that she loved: her town, her books, her school, her friends. Bit 2, she had to bid goodbye to her father on her midway, hoping that he would return safely. Bit 3, she had to adjust in the new surroundings that they were getting into. Okay, let's go to question number 7. So the question is, a diamond must be cut many times before it yields even a tiny jewel. What does this line mean you, and why do you think Malala chose to recite this poem? In the raw form, a diamond looks very pale and boring. It does not have shine, nor does it have exotic. It looks like any other stone, only when it is cut and shine. Thus, it becomes the jewel that it is. Similarly in life, if we do not face hardship, we would not grow and become wise. Hardship and challenges make one tough and bring out the worth of a person. Question number 8. How does this extract show that education and learning were important to Malala? Answer. It shows that Malala has made several references to her books, her school bag and her shoes. This indicates the importance that she attaches to education and learning. Even in Karshat, she stayed for 6 weeks. She went to a school with her cousin. All this shows that Malala gives a lot of importance to learning and education. Question number 9. If you had to leave your home as Malala had to, what would you miss the most? So this answer, I want all of you to write it on your own. Okay? I want your creativity. Okay, so after this there are some exercises that also you try to solve it. Next class we'll discuss it again.